The wisdom of the Upanishads can be very baffling to most people. No wonder those who study the Upanishads are a small number. While many hold Upanishads in high regard because they have heard about the great philosophy, most wonderful insights that are available in Upanishads, but personally, a large number of people are in the dark about what this Vedanta is all about. In this session of this series, Know the Upanishads, we are going to look at a very puzzling mantra in the Mundaka Upanishad. As we have given a title to this particular session, the truth that you cannot see, that you cannot hold. This truth you cannot see. By saying you cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot touch, you cannot smell, you cannot taste, you cannot think of it. You cannot hold it, you cannot pull it, you cannot push it. What a puzzling statement. Then what is this truth? What is this Brahma Vidya? Anybody would wonder. Therefore, let's make an attempt at what, after all, this truth could be. Let me share, therefore, some simple 3 or 4 slides, and let me attempt throwing some light upon this rather unusual statement. This is the truth that you cannot see. Though Yajnavalkya says in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad to his own beloved wife, Atma va are drashtavyaha. And everybody talks about realizing the self, beholding the self, Atma Darshana, and so on. But here is a mantra in the Mundaka Upanishad, right at the beginning, where the teacher Angirasa says to the student Shaunaka, all knowledge is in 2 categories, the lower Aparavidya and the higher Paravidya. And this Paravidya is gained when you attain the imperishable. Akshara, the imperishable is attained, you then know Paravidya. And what is this Akshara Tattva? What is this imperishable truth? And that is where the mantra of interest for this session comes up. The very title of this session, which is the 12th class in this Know the Upanishad series, is Yattadadreshyam agavotram varnam agrahyam. Long mantra. We will read the whole mantra in a little while. Yattad adreshyam. In modern Sanskrit, it is adrishyam. Drishya means what can be seen. Adrishya is what cannot be seen. Grahya means what can be held. You hold a glass of water. With both your hands, you hold a chair and lift it. 4 people hold a table at its 4 ends, 4 corners, and carry it from place to place. Hold. Grahyam. see, drishyam, and the truth, knowing which you master the higher knowledge, paravidya, is said to be something that cannot be seen, something that cannot be held. That can have anybody at his wit's end. Let's now see how Shankaracharya gives explanations. Shankaracharya makes what is otherwise incomprehensible become comprehensible. But before that, the mantra proper goes like this. Yattadadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam achakshushrotram tadapani Nityam vibhum sarvagatam susukshmam tadavyayam yadbhutayonim paripashyanti dhiraha. The preposition, the nunj preposition, a appears many times. Adreshyam, agrahyam, agotram, avarnam, achakshushrotram, apanipadam, and later down below, avyayam. 7 times. So this is your 7 up mantra from Mundaka Upanishad. 7 times it is a negation. Adreshyam is that which is not possible to see. Agrahyam, you stretch your hand as the picture here shows. Okay, I have been attending Vedanta for so many years. Now I am able to hold that truth. Then comes the mantra. The truth by its very nature cannot be held. Agotram. Everything in this universe has a source, a moola, from where it has come. Everyone says, my gotra, I have come from such and such ancestor. That is gotra. Somebody says, I am from Vishwamitra gotra. Somebody says, I am from some Angirasa gotra. Somebody says the name of a king. Somebody says the name of some merchant. Somebody says the name of some ancient ancestor of herself or himself. That is Gotra. So Gotra means the source, the Moola. But this truth, which we call Brahma, which is called Akshara, especially in this portion of the Upanishads, is Agotram, has no source. Avarnam, no color, no description. Achakshushrotram, has no eyes, no ears. Interestingly, Adrishyam Agrahyam dismissed the possibility of the truth being an object of the senses. Therefore, in the caption of this slide, we have written, the truth you are seeking can never be the object of the senses. It cannot be the object of eyes that see. It cannot be the object of hands that hold. Now, Achakshushrotram adds to its complexity as though it neither can be seen nor does it have eyes, nor does it have ears, which are generally involved in seeing, hearing, and so on. In other words, in its true nature, it does not have sense organs, organs of action, mind, intellect, chitta, ahankara, none of them. Apanipadam, panipadam, hands and feet. By saying hands and feet, this Brahma is pointed out as having no karmendriyas. It's not the object of karmendriyas, nor does it have karmendriyas with it, in it, essentially. In a certain appearance, in a certain frame of reference of deliberate superimposition, it may have hands. Sri Krishna says in the 13th chapter, Sarvata Panipadam Tat Sarvatokshi Shiro Mukham. It has hands and feet everywhere. It has eyes, it has mouths everywhere. Is that a contradiction? No. In the context of a scenario where upadhis are up and active, Shvindriyeshvatma Vyapari va vivekinam Drishyate bhreshu dhavatsu dhavan niva yatha shashi, says Atma Bodha. The moon seems to be running very fast, while actually it is the clouds which are running in the opposite direction. An optic illusion is created. Likewise, it seems Brahma is what sees anywhere, what hears everywhere, what touches everywhere, what moves. The Upanishads have at many places said it. Ishavasya says, Tadejati, Tannejati. Tadejati, Tannejati. It moves, it does not move. What is this contradiction? Does the moon move? Yes, see the sky, he's moving very fast. Does the moon really move? No, really the moon is not moving. It's the clouds which are moving. Next time any of you is unhappy, as a Vedanta student, ask yourself, am I unhappy? You get two answers which are opposites of each other. Yes, of course I am unhappy. Other says, I am not unhappy. The mind is unhappy. And it's an illusion. It's an error on my part to imagine I am unhappy. I am not this mind. I am not this body. I am not these senses. I am not these organs of action. Nityam, it transcends time. Vibhum, vividam bhavati. That truth itself appears as everyone and as everything. Sarvagatam, it's all pervasive. Susukshmam. Sukshma itself means subtle. Susukshmam, extremely subtle. Tadavyayam, the seventh it does not decay at all. Whatever has parts decays. Brahma has no parts. Yad bhuta yonim, this universe that appears to us, including the personality of ours, which is experiencing the universe, both the sides of this game actually come from, in a manner of saying, Brahma. Brahma alone is true. What has apparently come is not true. Paripashyanti dhiraha. Wise people, courageous people, who for the sake of truth make sacrifices. They put truth above everything. They are dhiraha. Of greatest importance is they don't get shaken by social conditionings, by the beliefs that everybody else holds. They inquire. Even though there are many factors influencing us, if we remain alert and do not get influenced, then we are dhira. That's what Kalidasa says on one of his works. Vikara hetau sati vikriyante yesham na chetansi ta eva dhiraha. They are dhiras, purushas or mahilas. Men or women, they are dhira, wise and courageous, who, even though there are 100 factors, forces at work, pulling or pushing them, na vikriyante. They have their minds which are not shaken. Dhira. Bhagavad Gita uses the word dhira. Kathopanishad uses the word dhira. Kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmanam. So here too in the Mundaka Upanishad, dhiraha paripashyanti. I have more or less explained the words that constitute this mantra. In fact, what is of great interest is couple of sentences, Bhashyakara. Out of great reverence, we call him Bhagavan Bhashyakara, Sri Shankaracharya. Out of great respect, Sri Shankaracharya says, he has made some very interesting comment here. In fact, in some books that you may purchase, these two sentences might be before this sixth mantra. In some publications, it is after the mantra is read and before any other commentary starts. Either way, look for this sentence. If in the Bhashyas there are certain top class statements, this is one of them. While introducing this yattadadreshyamagrahyamagotramavarnamachakshushrotram tadapanipadam nityam vibhum sarvagatam susukshmam and so on, Shankaracharya makes a very profound statement. He says, Yatha vidhi vishaye kartra adi aneka karaka upasamhara dvarena वाक्यार्थ ज्ञान कालाद अन्यत्र अनुष्ठेयः अर्थः अस्ति अग्निहोत्रादि लक्षणः न तथा इह परविद्या विषये वाक्यार्थ ज्ञान समकाले एव तु पर्यवसितो भवति. If anybody understands this, then she or he has crossed a major milestone in understanding Advaita Vedanta. This remark by Sri Shankaracharya is of the nature of helping us take a quantum leap in our understanding Vedanta. In the Vedas, lots and lots of karmas, Agnihotra and other karmas, are prescribed. Upanishads are quantity-wise a small part of the Vedas. The larger part, the much larger part, talks about karma. And as the title of this slide says, any karma has two steps. You want to do some karma? First study those mantras, study the allied literature, study it from people who have done the karma. They will tell you this karma requires such and such material, such and such prior conditions for you to do. Then when you actually get down to do, this is how you must do. So the two steps are first understand how to do that karma, and then necessarily in karma you have to do. Understand and do. And Shankaracharya says, Vidhi Vishaye, Vidhi means this do and don't. This is karma vibhaga. First of all, you set up the whole necessary arrangement. Let's say it's a Vedic karma with fire burning in the center and all that is made upon so many bricks arranged in certain fashion, and then some material is also kept ready. That has to be put into fire, chanting certain mantras, standing or sitting or going around, or so many rules. So you, the performer, and the fire into which you make an offering, and a priest perhaps is guiding you. Now put it into fire, and you put it. And that is called Kartra Adi Aneka Karaka. Kartra is the doer. Somebody does. What does he do? Whatever he does is his karma. And if he throws some ghee into fire, the ghee is the object and the fire is where it is put. So, Kartra Adi Aneka Karaka is a very powerful and important expression. Don't brush it aside as some unnecessary grammar. I am not interested in grammar. I just want realization. Don't be so impatient. This is not just grammar. This gives you an insight into not so much the physical arrangement. You are not fire, fire is not you. You and the fire are not the priest. You, fire, and the priest are not the audience or spectators who have come that day to see your karma. That is all outwardly. Vedanta takes you to an inward understanding. When you are doing, outwardly there may be many factors or parts, but inwardly it is possible for you to have a certain consciousness where there is no division of object and subject. While doing a karma, that rising above the division of object and subject is not expected, not permitted. Rather, you look at yourself as a performer on a certain level of evolution, on a certain status, and after doing the karma, maybe the devatas are pleased and they bless you, and you rise to a higher status, higher stature. There is growth, there is decay, there is rise, there is fall. Mundaka Upanishad itself warns us, when you do Vedika karma, if you do something wrongly, terrible things can happen. Only if you do it rightly, you will go to heaven, and that heaven also is not permanent. Therefore, the Mundaka Upanishad, in the second section of the first Mundaka, comes down heavily. First praises karma, that karma can take you to heaven, and then finds fault with karma. Now, here, karma means you play your part, and there are other parts to be played by others. But most importantly, as the title goes here, two steps. When you understand how the karma has to be done, following that understanding, you have to do. Understanding is one step, doing it is the second step. The word in Shankara Bhashya is Anushtayaha Arthaha Asti. Anushtayaha means something to be done, something to be practiced. Anushtana. People who do Sandhya Vandana, let us say, every morning, they take bath, wear fresh clothes, sit down, maybe with a little vessel full of water, a patra, an uddharani. They put some bhasma upon their forehead. And they do many things. Take some aposhana. Achyutaya nama, anantaya nama, govindaya nama. They repeat some mantra, many mantras. Gayatri mantra, for example. They stand up, they do pradakshina, they fall prostrate, they do sashtanga namaskara. There are various steps which are to be done. Then the karma is over. But the fourth line says, in Moksha Shastra, na tatha iha. Paravidya vishaye na tatha. Aparavidya has this division. Understand and do as you understood. In Paravidya, Shiva Shiva, Vakyartha Jnana Samakale eva Paryavasito bhavati. If you understand the falsity of the subject-object division, the matter is over. Paryavasita means the matter is completed. The moment you understand, for example, the meaning of Tattvamasi, that Brahma which is all pervasive, and this I, the Atma, are one only. Because of false identification with the personality, there was a division. Once this false identification, mithya adhyasa, goes away, right away you are liberated. This portion here, which also pretty much in the same words appears at many other commentaries of Shankaracharya. For example, in Brihadaranyaka Bhasha at a certain place, pretty much the same words appear. With the message, please know in all fullness that your basic problem, and really the only problem, is ajnana, erroneous perception. You see who you are, what the world is, erroneously, wrongly, through certain mental projection, then the implications are simply too large. But you understand that this dualism, this duality is false, then nothing needs to be done. Jnana samakale eva tu paryavasito bhavati. So is it connected with the mantra yattadadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam? Of course it is, because the whole context is Angirasa is telling Shaunaka that there is a certain akshara, and if you know akshara, you graduate to the paravidya. And knowing akshara is paravidya. Paravidya as put here. Therefore, Shankara has to make it clear. He cannot delay. At this point, he had to say, and he said it. Please know that in Aparavidya, there are two stages. Understand and then do. In Paravidya, in right understanding, the doer, the enjoyer, one who is born, one who will be reborn, one who dies, one who gets old, one who falls sick, that entity loses its validity. Therefore, the wise people, for simplicity, have compared the so-called enlightenment with waking up from dream. You are going on a boat upon a river and the boat started leaking, you are panicky, you are so afraid of drowning and dying. Oh my, why this to me at this time, and so on. And when you wake up, please note, not only the river vanishes, the boat vanishes, but you as a certain entity about to drown also vanishes. You are not that experiencer too. The experience of a very dangerous situation, and you who were experiencing it, you had a very strong sense of, I'm going to die now. My end has come near. I never imagined I would die in this manner. At this time, I have not crossed 60 years yet. Could God not wait for one more year? After crossing 60, I could have died. All kinds of thoughts came to you. Please see about how the river is, what the boat is, what the situation around is, but 100 thoughts came to you about who you are. Who am I? I am the man who is about to drown. Who am I? I am the one who has not yet completed 60 years and I am about to die. Who am I? I actually don't know what next life will be. Who am I? A million answers come, but all of them are invalid. When you wake up, you smile. I see. Therefore, in putting an end to a fundamental error is the crux of the matter in true Vedanta. Shankaracharya has a little more to say, though essentially this is what he said. About Jnana, he says, it is understanding and understanding only. Kevala Shabda Prakashita Artha Jnana Matra Nishta Vyatirikta Abhava. Abhavat means there is nothing. Abhava is something is there. Abhava is there is nothing. There is nothing Vyatirikta other than Jnanamatra Nishta. In that understanding, just stay. Stay in this understanding. You're woken up, don't slip back into the same dream and continue this horrible or horrific, that frightening scenario. Stay up, stay awake. Nishta means staying. And how am I to get that new way of seeing Artha Jnana? Shabda Prakashita. That's what the mantras do. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Prajnanam Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Anantaram Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma. There are a number of Vedic statements, Vedantic statements. They are Shabda. And they point out something. Shabda Prakashita Artha. And when you understand what is said and you stay firmly, apart from staying firmly in that understanding, Vyatirikta Abhava. There is nothing else to be done. Done tasmadiha param vidyam savisheshanena aksharena vishinasti yattadadreshyam ityadina. So karma takes you in one direction as the graphic shows here, and jnana takes you in a manner of saying in another direction. Karma takes you deeper into kartrutva buddhi, bhoktrutva buddhi. More and more entangled you get. From one role you switch over to another role. From one responsibility you go over to another responsibility. From one problem you go to another problem. Karma is an endless wild goose chase, as they say. Therefore, the mystic of the last century, J. Krishnamurti, said, truth is a pathless land. Really, in the matter of truth, he said there is no journey. See, full stop. Or in American English, see rightly, period. They use the word period for full stop. See rightly. See the meaning of Tattvamasi. Don't do lip service to it. Don't memorize some shlokas or mantras and then go around. Don't simply be content with writing an article or giving a long speech. Don't be content with publishing a book with your name in big letters. Somebody brought out a book on Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi was the title of that book in small letters. And his name was in big letters. Anyway, those are all silly things. Atmajnana is not about lecturing or writing or publishing a book or building some organization, going around. All of them are secondary, if not unnecessary. Primarily, understand. Krishnamurti said the truth is a pathless land. And somebody said, my system has a path. And his friend joked, yeah, you have a system and you have a path, but do you notice it is an endless path? Pathless land, and here is an endless path. There is a path, but it's going. It's taking you from one loka to another, one avastha to another, one stage to another. From childhood, you come to youth. From youth, you come to middle age. From middle age, you come to old age. Then you are a dying person, then again born. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Very exciting. It's a roller coaster ride. These systems take you on an endless path, whereas Shankara's right seeing, Samyak Darshanam has no path, no traveler. The path, the destination, the starting point, you, the traveler, all merge into one truth. Therefore, it is a pathless land. Therefore, Krishnamurti abhorred methods and techniques and systems and steps and grades and evolution, and all those were right like a red rag to a bull to him. To him, they were like how red rag is to a bull. It's more agitated. For he had a certain extraordinary perception of life. He could see how people are caught, the orthodox and the heterodox, the spiritualists and the materialists, Easterners and Westerners, the efficient ones and the dull, inefficient ones. Alas, all of them are caught in a mind created division between here I am and that's where I have to go. She has gone ahead of me, but he is behind me. Hierarchy, gradation, taratamya. Advaita Vedanta says all this gradation, all these apparent divisions come to an end in your understanding. Therefore, technically, it is accepted. In higher Vedanta, it is accepted technically. Shravana matrena mukti bhavati. Liberation can take place by merely listening, provided someone has such a pure mind. Listening itself can include in it reflection, manana, and meditation, nididhyasana, all in one. But such people are rare and very few. So traditionally we say, follow Shravana with Manana, follow Manana with Nididhyasana, and keep going. So there is a path, there are steps, there is Anushtana. So there is no contradiction. It's a matter of how prepared, how receptive, how open, how pure minded you are. When you are pure minded, paths vanish, steps disappear. Your worries go away, you who worries also vanishes. You are pure Satchit. You are, and you are aware. The thought created ego is no more there. The connection finally is there is a certain insight which sets you free, which liberates you, and that insight, by its very nature, is not within the domain of source and what has come out from the source, a subject and an object that the subject touches or holds, karya karana, cause and effect. All these are in a certain domain. But paravidya, about which Angirasa says, dve vidye veditavye paracha aparacha, and then says, aparavidya has all the Vedas as part of it. But paravidya, how to put it? Sa para yaya tadaksharamadigamyate. The imperishable truth is understood in paravidya. And what is that imperishable truth? Therefore, this mantra was given. The imperishable truth, akshara, is that which cannot be seen, that which cannot be held, that which doesn't have these organs and instruments of perception, etc. That in whose true nature is pure Satchit. That implication arises from here. Therefore, the truth is something you cannot see. Don't take it as bad news. It is in fact the best news, for the truth is where you don't have to see. Be the truth. You are the truth. Why do you want to see yourself? You stay as the truth. Tatra dridhaiva nishta. Katam smaramah tamameyamekam. The very first shloka of Saddarshana Brahmana Maharshi says it. Sat pratyaya kinnu vihaya santam pradyesha chinta rahito hridakhyah katham smaramastamameyamekam tasya smritihi tatra dridhaiva nishtha. Stay in a higher understanding. Gain a higher understanding. Stay there. Stay there. A lot of things fall apart. They fall by the roadside. You find there is nothing to be done, nowhere to go. Nowhere you need to go. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to become anybody. You are free. Tattvamasi is the meaning. Om Namah Paramarashibhyo Namah Paramarashibhyaha.